Alright, so I'm going to be starting out with this box, and it's just a Parents' Choice wipey box. This is all the makeup that I am going to be getting rid of. It's not all the makeup I'm getting rid of, but all the makeup that's in this box I'm getting rid of. So let's start out with whatever's at the top. So this is, I don't know what these are called, a Z palette. And this is a maxi palette, and it has where I used to use it for my brow gel to, not even a brow gel, let me see. But anyways, let's not even go there. These are just from Anastasia. They're the contour kit. Little fillers. So there's a few in here from Anastasia. I think these are Anastasia. Yeah, these are all Anastasia. And then this is just an eyeshadow from MAC in soft brown. It's a little broken. I don't know where, there was another one in here, but I don't know if it broke and I threw it away or what. And then I have this Pulp Fiction palette that I've had for such a long time. Who remembers when this palette came out? So I have this that I'm getting rid of. This I was supposed to give to my best friend, and every time I was going to give it to her, I would just completely forget. But this is a really, really good product here. This is from Latina. This is the Pure Passions palette, and it's good for fall, summer. It's just good. These are just samples I've gotten from, I think, Sephora. They send you samples of stuff. This is the Don't Quit Your Daydream palette from Tarte. I just don't put much use into this palette. It is a great palette for, you know, the everyday girl that just, you know, wants to pop on something natural, neutral. This is a good palette to have. This is a little eyeshadow glitter I have here. I'm definitely getting rid of it. It's such a pretty eyeshadow topper. It's they're definitely dupes for the Stila ones. If y'all know which ones I'm talking about, these are a dupe. And this is the brand here. This is another eyeshadow palette I'm getting rid of. It's from Kiss, and this is the, what is this? Nude brown palette, I guess. And as you can tell, I am very nude, natural kind of girl. I love shades like this. I love that this one comes with a highlighter, but the only thing is that they all kind of have a little bit of a shimmer to them. So you do have to use another palette incorporated with this one. Then I have these from Color Spill. They have never been used. They're lip creams, and they're just nude. They're some pretty nude ones. So this is new, and they have never been used. I bought this, I think, at Dollar Tree, but my sister had already given me one, so I'm just getting rid of this one. This is brand new. It's a micellar water with charcoal. So let me know if you guys have used it. I still have not used the one my sister got me. And then I'm getting rid of this Brow Liberty from Ardell. And this one I believe is in soft black. This concealer, you guys, is really good from Ulta. This is the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer from Ulta. This one's in, I think, neutral. Medium cool, I'm sorry. This is medium cool. This is too dark for me to use, so I'm just getting rid of it. But those concealers are really bomb. I'm getting rid of this Age Perfect Eye Renewal Cream. This is an under eye cream. Just don't use it anymore. So I barely used it in the beginning when I first started using it, and I just decided I want to get rid of it. Then this is the JCat You Glow Girl, and this highlighter is freaking bomb. Like, I definitely recommend this highlighter if you're looking for a really pretty beaming highlight. I did use it a lot in the beginning when I bought it. It was like my go-to highlighter, but I have since then evolved into different kinds of highlighters, so getting rid of that. I bought this one at Dollar Tree or maybe Family Dollar, and this is the highlight and contour from LA Colors. The shade here is too dark for me to contour with. This shade here is perfect to highlight underneath the eyes, but I didn't get much use out of it. I used it maybe like twice, and just trying to get rid of stuff that I don't use anymore or haven't touched in a long time. I'm getting rid of this Anastasia cream contour kit. I don't use it, so why am I gonna hold on to it? I'm also getting rid of this Ruby Kisses Bare Blusher. These are good blushes, very pigmented, very pretty, nice matte shades if you're looking for something, you know, where you get a variety of shades. You know, that's good. This is the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. I don't use it. This is a good product. This is how much I've used from it, but I haven't used it in such a long time that it's like, why am I hoarding it? So getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of this e.l.f. Prism palette. This is a really good palette if you are a makeup artist and you just want to use different tones. Just a second. Makeup artist and you just like to have like a variety of shimmer shades to use. These are really pretty. Well, they're more satin than shimmer. They're really pretty shades. I did use it a couple times, but I don't find myself reaching for this, so I am getting rid of it. This palette, I did do a review on it along with this palette here. So these two I did in a video, and these are great palettes. Oh my gosh, the pigmentation, the blendability, like everything's there. I just don't reach for them like at all, so I am getting rid of them. And these are two products that I do definitely recommend, especially like if you love warm tone shades. I mean, you're gonna get your warm shades in there and then pops of color. If you're into like more purples and pinks, you'll love this palette here. This palette is from Arcade by Kiss, and this is a Dear Diary Sunset palette. The shades in this palette are very pretty, but they all have some kind of shimmer or sheen to them. There are no matte shades in here, so you would have to use this incorporated with another palette, which if you guys watch me, you guys know that I love to like stick to one palette. Moving on, this is the Miss Metal Girl. This is the Miss Metal Glitter Shock Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is also dupe for the Stila eyeshadows, the glitter toppers or whatever. These are dupes for that, and I do recommend these. These are really good. I'm getting rid of this Milani eyeshadow palette. It's again a warm tone palette. This is a great palette actually. I love this palette. I did get some use out of it. I didn't hit pan, but I did, you know, dig pretty deep into these. This Rockitude set from Benefit. What is missing from here? Something's missing from here. I don't know what it is, but it comes with the cheek tint, and then the highlight, and then also the blush. This is a really pretty blush. I love this blush. If you guys use Benefit, then you know their products are really good. I'm getting rid of this powder. This is from Flower Beauty. Quickly, this Wet n Wild loose highlighter. This product I do love. It's such a great product. This is the Hustle and Glow shimmer powder, and it's good. It's a great product. I'm getting rid of this Dope 2 palette. This is a dupe for the Manny MUA Life is a Drag palette. I'm getting rid of this. I got it on Shop Miss A, and I didn't really use it much. I think I used maybe the bronzing shades, but didn't use the other shades, so not really using it. This BH blush duo. These are pretty blush topper and highlighter. They're great. This Pharmacy honey potion, this is a mask and it comes with the little spatula. I don't find myself using it. I've used it twice and I'm not a big fan of it, so I'm getting rid of it. This Amora's pressed powder, this is a good powder. It kind of reminds me of the MAC Studio Fix powder, but this one it has like a slight like baby powder scent or something, so I am not a big fan of it, but this is a good powder, so yeah. But I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of this face serum for glowing skin, and this smells exactly like coconut oil. It's good. It really does hydrate the skin, but I just don't find myself using it, so I'm getting rid of it. I've had this palette for way too long. This is the C Color Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is an awesome dupe for the Huda Beauty. I don't know what the palette is called, but these this brand carries some pretty good dupes for the Huda Beauty ones. If you don't want to spend the pretty penny on the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes, I recommend these. These are really good. I mean, they're a little bit more chalkier, but definitely way cheaper. Getting rid of this L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This one's in Golden Vanilla. I'm getting rid of this Pharmacy Green Clean Cleanser. It's a makeup melt away. I have used it and I'm just getting rid of it. So yeah, it's a good product. I just don't find myself using those melt away things too often. I'm getting rid of this Believe Beauty eyeshadow palette. This is a really good palette. I just don't find myself reaching for it. It's, I think, $5 and definitely worth it if you're into these kind of shades. You can just pop it in your purse. It's really small, travel friendly, so definitely recommend. But getting rid. There's one of these. I don't know where the other one is. It has to be in here somewhere. I think this is it. Okay, so these two I'm getting rid of. These are good eyeshadow palettes, but I don't find myself reaching for them. I think I just bought them for a review, and I never uploaded the review onto my YouTube channel, but they are good products. I do have a video on my Instagram using these two eyeshadow palettes, so if you want to check it out, I'll go ahead and link down my Instagram. But there is a video on these two palettes. And then I'm getting rid of this BH Studio Pro. What is this? This is also a dupe for the MAC Studio Fix powders. This is a really good powder. It's got really good coverage, but it's definitely too dark for my skin. I had been using it for bronzing the skin, and it works really well. I just don't find myself using it as often, so I am getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of these Stay Matte powders from Rimmel London. I don't use them, but they are good. These are a great product. Just don't find myself using them, so I am getting rid of them. I'm getting rid of my e.l.f. Shimmer highlighting powder. This is a good highlighting powder. I do love it. As you can see, it's been loved, but I don't find myself using it, so getting rid of it. I'm also getting rid of this Rimmel Natural Bronzer. I don't find myself using this too often, so I'm just getting rid of it. This concealer is way too dark, but you guys know that I love the Photo Focus concealer. This one I think is in tawny. It's in medium tawny, so I am getting rid of this. It's too dark, but it is a great concealer, so yeah. This Collab Pep Talk, what is this? Primer? So this primer, it was good. I liked it. I just don't find myself reaching for it, so I am getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of my Milani Prime Correct Face Primer. This is pretty good. It fills in the pores, and I wouldn't say it like corrects, but it's nice to use to fill in the pores. I'm getting rid of this Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eyeshadow primer. I don't use it. It's brand new, and yeah, I just don't use it. I'm getting rid of this blush duo. I don't really use it. I don't really reach for it. Although this peach shade is very beautiful, I haven't reached for this palette in this blush duo in such a long time that I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of Jessie's Girls eyeliner. This is the brand Jessie's Girl. This one's in brown, I believe, and I don't use it, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of this LA Girl smoothing face primer. It does work, but I just don't find myself using it, and I'm just getting rid of it. I have these 4 palettes from NK Makeup. These are super good palettes. I have reviewed this one on my channel, the green eyeshadow palette that I did review with this one here. I gave it to my mom because she loved the shade, so I just told her she can have it because I wasn't going to use it anyway. These 2, I did use this one. This one's really good. The blue one I haven't used at all. Honestly, it's brand new, never been swatched or anything, so I'm getting rid of that. I don't think I'm gonna be using blue eyeshadows anytime soon. But these are great eyeshadow palettes. They really do work. I love them. I just don't find myself reaching for them too often. This eyeshadow palette, I did do a look on my channel. I will link it down below if you guys are interested in checking it out, but this is a good palette. But yeah, if you want to dupe for the blue blood, go ahead and pick this little Ocean Eyes palette up instead of spending all this money on the blue blood palette. You can just pick this one up, and it has very similar shades. And then we are getting rid of the Naked 2 Basics palette. This one, it's a good eyeshadow palette. It's all mattes, but I don't find myself reaching for it because it's more on the cool tone side. So I am getting rid of this. Getting rid of this LA Girl. Okay, Laura Lee Party Animal palette. I never really used this eyeshadow palette except for maybe like 2 or 3 times. The eyeshadows are very, very stunning. As you can see, that pink one is very shimmery. I just don't find myself reaching for it. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this BH Bronzer Babe. I don't use this Bronze Babe. I don't use this too often, so I am getting rid of it. It is fairly new. I'm getting rid of this highlighter from Catrice Cosmetics, and this is a 3D Glow highlighter. And that one's in the shade Warm Embrace. Getting rid of my LA Girl Pro Powder. This one I don't reach for it too much, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of my e.l.f. highlighter. This one is in White Gold. I don't really use it, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of my MAC Soft and Gentle. Everybody had this at one point. I'm just getting rid of it because I don't use it. So yeah, it's a great product though. I'm getting rid of this Knobby concealer. It's too yellow and I just don't like it. So I'm getting rid of this MAC Single eyeshadow. This one's in Neru, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that is the shade there, and I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of this Prism Metal from J Cat Beauty. This is really, really pretty. I just don't use it. Getting rid of this NYX Dark Circle Concealer. I don't use that at all. I'm getting rid of this primer. It's from Joa Beauty. I'm getting rid of this highlighter. This is a cream highlighter from AOA. I do like this highlighter. It's really good, but I don't find myself reaching for it, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of this AOA Wonder highlighter. This one's real chalky, but it's very pretty shade. And this is just a chunky pencil. I don't know if it's an eyeshadow. Yeah, it's an eyeshadow. It just, I don't use it, so getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of these LA Colors eyeshadow palettes. These are great eyeshadow palettes. Oh my gosh, if you get your hands on these, just keep them. They're only $1, so definitely recommend these eyeshadow palettes. One is stunning, one is stylish. If you come across them, purchase them. They are only $1 and they work great. I just don't use them. I have too much makeup and just trying to get rid of stuff. I'm getting rid of this Unicorn Glow blush and also this LA Colors Rad Rouge blush. And I'm getting rid of the Bahama Mama. This one is good, but I just don't use it. Getting rid of it. Lash glue, not that great. Getting rid of. And these eyeshadow palettes, you guys know I love them. They perform amazing, but I am not going to be using them, so I'm just getting rid of them. I'm getting rid of this eyeshadow palette from Rimmel. I don't use it. Getting rid of this eyeshadow palette from Rimmel. I don't use it. Getting rid of this eyeshadow palette from Ace Beauty. I don't use it. This one is, well, I think that's what the palette is called there. I'm getting rid of this eyeshadow palette from C Color. It's a dupe for one of the Kylie palettes. This is a good eyeshadow palette. Blends out really nicely. I just don't use it. I'm getting rid of this Flower Beauty Sun Blazing eyeshadow palette. This is a great eyeshadow palette. I'm just not reaching for it as often, so just getting rid of this Shine Beauty. This Shine Beauty. Getting rid of this Amora Shine Bright eyeshadow palette. This is a great palette. I've had it for so long that I don't even reach for it anymore, so just getting rid of it. Getting rid of this eyeshadow palette from Vulgar Beauty, I believe, or Pretty Vulgar. I'm sorry, I don't use it. Got it in one of my BoxyCharms and don't use it at all, so getting rid of it. Getting rid of my Carly Bible palette. This palette was loved when I did first purchase it, but I no longer use it, so I'm getting rid of it. Such a pretty eyeshadow palette. Sad to see it go. And this is just a Crown eyeshadow palette that I got in one of my BoxyCharms. I don't use it anymore, so I'm getting rid of it. Getting rid of this Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. I've had this palette for so long that it's just time to let it go. I don't reach for it at all, so time to say bye-bye. Getting rid of my Annette 69 eyeshadow palette. This is a really good eyeshadow palette. I just don't reach for it anymore, so getting rid of it. This is an eyeshadow palette that I got from the Shop Miss A website, and I don't use it. I think I've used it maybe twice and not a big fan of it, so getting rid of it. And then I'm also getting rid of this Bubble Pop palette, which I have done a review on this eyeshadow palette. It's a good palette. I just don't use it. Very pretty, very colorful. Let me show you what the colors look like. Okay, so these are what the shades look like. You have a little mixture of everything. You know, you have here in this section your warm shades, your everyday shades, and then down here you have some pops of color, shimmers, glitters, everything you need, and then you got your pinks in this area. So really good eyeshadow palette. I just don't reach for it, and it's time to let it go. Are just eyeshadow palette. Some eyeshadow palettes. These are just some lip glosses from that Katy Perry came out with CoverGirl, and they're just very vibrant colors. We don't use them, or I don't use them. They're brand new, so just getting rid of them. Then last but certainly not least, these are just foundations that I'm getting rid of that I've had for a little while. Obviously this one I've had it for quite some time. The color is now coming up to the top, but these are just some of the products that I'm just getting rid of. I don't use them, don't reach for them, so just trying to get them out of my collection. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup declutter video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video.